If you're a creator who's ever felt like you're just not getting seen, this is for you. We're about to pull back the curtain on the one thing that can completely change your Instagram journey, and it's something most people get wrong.
You know the feeling, right? You spend hours, maybe even days on that perfect reel or that amazing photo series. You hit publish, you're so excited, and then nothing. It's just crickets. It's honestly one of the most defeating feelings, and it makes you wonder if your content is even good enough.
Well, let me tell you something. It's probably not your content. The algorithm isn't out to get you. The biggest mistake that I see creators make, the one thing holding back so many accounts, is simply when they post. Timing is this invisible force that decides if your post flies or flops. And once you get this right, everything changes.
So where do we even start? We start with what I like to call the universal cheat code. After looking at millions and millions of posts, some really clear patterns start to show up. These are what we call Instagram's golden hours. And listen, this isn't just a hunch. The data we're talking about comes from a massive analysis of 9 huge studies, from the biggest names in the game. Think Hootsuite, Sprout Social, you name it. We're talking about a consensus built on millions of posts. This is about as solid a starting point as you can get.
So here's the breakdown. Super early, like 5 to 7 a.m., there's way less competition. So your motivational post is the first thing people see. Then you've got this massive wave of people on their lunch break between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. That is the absolute sweet spot for educational reels. And then in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m., everyone's kicked back and just scrolling, perfect for your lifestyle content or that big announcement.
But knowing the right time of day is just one piece of the puzzle. You also have to know the right day. Because trust me, in the eyes of the algorithm, not all days are the same. Let's talk about how to completely own the work week.
This right here is one of the most consistent facts across all the research. Study after study points to Wednesday as the absolute best day for peak engagement. It kind of makes sense, right? People are past the Monday blues, they're in the flow of their week, and their scrolling habits are way more predictable. And as you can see, the real magic happens in that midweek block, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. These 3 days are consistently the heavy hitters for engagement. So if you've got a big launch, a key video, or an affiliate post that needs to make you money, this is your window. Don't waste it. Okay, now for a surprising twist that might just save you a ton of frustration. For years, we all thought the weekend was the best time to post. I mean, it seems logical. People are off work, so they're on their phones more, right? Well, the data tells a completely different story.
This just lays it all out. Weekday engagement is high, and it follows these predictable spikes, lunch breaks, evenings. But on the weekend, people are out actually living their lives. They're not just scrolling through pictures of life, they're doing stuff. So their online patterns are all over the place, and engagement takes a nosedive.
And just look at these numbers. It's not a small dip. On average, weekend engagement is a shocking 20 to 30% lower than on weekdays. Posting your best stuff on a weekend, it's like setting up a shop on an empty street. You're just missing out on all the foot traffic.
And if there is one day you should absolutely avoid for your most important posts, it's Saturday. The data is overwhelming on this one. Study after study points to Saturday as having the absolute lowest engagement of the week. So save your fun, casual stuff for the weekend, but protect your most valuable content for that powerhouse midweek slot.
Okay, so this global data is an amazing starting point. It gives you a huge advantage. But the real growth, the stuff that changes your account forever, happens when you combine this knowledge with data about your own audience. If you have a creator or business account, you have a free superpower, and it's called Instagram Insights. This is your secret weapon. It doesn't show you when the whole world is online. It shows you exactly when your followers, the people who already like your stuff, are actually scrolling through their feeds. So here's your super simple 4-step plan. First, just go into your insights and find your most active times. Easy. Second, use those golden hours we talked about as your first test subjects. Third, post similar types of content at different times and pay close attention to that first hour of engagement. It tells you a lot. And finally, refine and repeat. Keep the times that work, ditch the ones that don't, and never stop testing.
Whew, all right, that was a lot, but we've covered the best hours, the best days, and how to make it all personal to you. So let's wrap this all up into a simple, actionable guide you can start using literally today.
Here are the 4 things you need to remember. Number 1, midweek is king. Put your best effort into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 2,
Use those golden hours, especially the midday and evening slots, as your starting point. 3. Avoid that Saturday slump like the plague for any content that really matters for your growth. And 4, the most important rule of all, your data is the ultimate truth. Use these tips, but always let your own insights tell you what to do.
At the end of the day, it really comes down to this. Your audience, your community, your future clients, they're already on Instagram, waiting to find you. The only question is, are you going to show up when they're actually there to see what you have to offer? For more explainers just like this one to help you grow as a creator, make sure to like this and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for tuning in.